Hello everyone, welcome to Ask Susan, your live Q&A, the chance for you to come on in and ask me some questions about what's popping for you. Our theme this month is #Believe. And our question today came from one of our members. I love it when you send me in questions. Private message me, put them right here in our group, Congruent Living for Seekers and Creatives, and I'll use them. A question that you have that's popping in your head, there's a good chance, as we're all connected energetically, it's popping in someone else's head. So the question that came today was, hi Susan. Hi. You often say believing in you is an inside job. Could you explain that, please? Well, absolutely. But first, allow me to introduce myself. Susan Lazar-Hart, for those of you who I have not met yet, creator of Congruent Living Coaching and the Congruent Living Assessment, coming to you with all my heart, being present with you, believing in you, right? Often we ask about believing. Now, when I say believing is an inside job, here's the deal. What's your vision? That's my first question. But what does vision have to do with believing in me? Hold on, we're going to get to that. What's your vision? What is it that you envision for your life, your living? What brings you joy? Right, now, if you're listening to this now or later, take this moment, just write it down. You know, when we write down what brings us joy, it connects all the syntaxes, all the energetic cells, atoms, whatever they're called, they're all connecting, right? So that sense of, oh, this is what brings me joy, and writing it down, and that connects with the mind and the brain and the body, and it all becomes one, and so you get to be that. So that vision, it's your vision of you, not someone else's vision of you. And that's where I say it's an inside job, right? Because if you're really honest with yourself, if you write down, what is this vision? And then write down the possibilities. Hey, Rebecca, welcome. As you come on in, tell us where you're coming from. We have an international community, and you're watching later, #replay. So I'm just going to get my notes here, because, you know, for those of you who know me, I've always taken lots of notes, bringing to you the best of the best, right? Because that's who we be. We're always asking and seeking for more, for knowledge that enhances who we be and what we be and how we be. And today, if we're talking about believing, we're talking about your vision. And I'm asking you to spend time with that vision, with what you're asking to create in the world, right? What do I believe about this? Right? What do I believe about this? Not what somebody else believes for me. What do I believe? Because here's the deal. You won't create what brings you joy if you're not willing to spend that time with you and ask, what is it that I truly believe about this vision, about this target, about this project, right? Does this bring me joy? Will this stretch me? Will this open me to new worlds? Spend time with that. Tap into you, that infinite spirit within you, and ask yourself, so what do I believe about this? Tap into any thoughts, feelings, or emotions that are stopping you from creating with that vision, right? Because ultimately we have control over what we believe about how we're creating and what we're creating. And again, that's an inside job. You can take all the courses you want, you can do all the mantras you want, you can read all the books you want, go to all the movies you want, whatever that is for you. Ask everybody's opinion. But you're the one that goes to sleep with you at night. Yeah, you're the one that goes to sleep with you at night. You're the one who knows. Wow, this is what I actually believe about this. And so, does it match the energies of you believing in you? You are not singular. You are the sum of everything that you believe in. And I love this quote, I just took it down. The content of what you believe is the curriculum of your evolution. So here you have a vision. This is the life that I would love. This is what would bring me joy, right? And when you hear any doubt, when anything comes in, remember that the content of what you believe is the curriculum of your evolution. So if you believe this is not possible, that will be the curriculum of how you will evolve. And the truth is, we are infinite beings with infinite capacities to create anything that we desire. What we haven't been taught is to take that time with you. Be present with you. Notice what you're noticing. Notice what you're noticing. And then take a reset. What is it that I believe here is possible? Right? So the trick is to learn more about yourself without judgment. And that's why I always say start by journaling on where you want to be in your life. Write out all the things that you want to have and the kind of person that you want to be. And then from this, ask yourself, all right, what do I believe here? Do I believe this is possible? Am I listening to other voices? Believing in you is an inside job. It comes from in you. And a lot of us were brought up not to believe in ourselves. We were taught to believe what other people think, other people say, right? If you're listening to this later on our YouTube, you'll listen last week. Hey, Har Kamal, thank you so much. Last week you'll notice that I talked about pattern interrupt. So, either scroll down on our Facebook or go to our YouTube. I'll put the link in after in the comments. And you can catch last week's talk on Q&A on pattern interrupt. How do we interrupt those patterns, those thoughts, those voices that come into our heads, right? What does that look like? What could that look like? Because again, believing in you, I believe, right? I believe. Like put your hand on your heart, take a breath. I believe in me. Tap in, turn on, tune in. Right? Tune into what you just wrote. This is my vision. I believe in this vision. Truth. Do you believe in this vision? What is the truth here? Asking in spirit. Right? What would I love? Does this bring me joy? Yeah. Now, as this is not a dialogue or monologue, it's a conversation. Come on in with your questions. And let's see truly what else is possible. Ultimately, what we have control over is what we believe. Right? Ultimately, what we have control over is what we believe. And notice what you're noticing when you take this time. And again, if you're watching this later, come on in with your comments. Let me see what's popping for you. We need to choose a vision that aligns with the energies of what you believe. A lot of clients will come to me. And just recently, I was talking with a client this morning, and she was telling me about what she believed about her relationship with her sister. And she really believes this. But it doesn't actually match the vision of what she has and what she's creating now. She's creating amazing things with her life and her living and her career and her business. And yet her default is to go back to stewing about a relationship with her sister. Now, somewhere deep down there, she believes that having this much success is scary. And so what do? We go back to an old belief system. Again, believing in you comes from the inside. And so we work together to let go. So she actually got that aha moment of, wow, up until now, this is what I've been believing. But I actually believe in me. I believe in the artist that I truly be. I believe in the filmmaker that I be. I believe in what I'm creating with my future. I believe in that. And when we say I believe, I want you to tap into the emotion of what that fits with, right? That joy, that feeling of accomplishment, that sense of being, wow, this is really working out greater than I thought it could, right? Everything is working out for me. I'm living a life that I love. So Have you been taught to believe that life is hard? Have you been taught to believe that you have to no pain, no gain? You know, all those belief systems. Is that what you truly believe? And yes, we can change that. We can change it again by interrupting that pattern with a different point of view. Your point of view creates your reality, right? Your point of view creates your reality. And I'm just going to repeat this again because I just love it. The content of what you believe, the content of your life, what you believe is the curriculum of your evolution. So if your life isn't going the way you think it should or you want it to do, stop and ask yourself, okay, truth, what do I believe here? Is it true? Is it adding to my life and living? Here's your challenge. Write down what it is that you envision, the vision you have for your life. Ask yourself, does it bring me joy? Ask yourself, what do I believe here? Are you holding on to something that is stopping you from creating what you're asking to? Once you have that written down, once you have that awareness, you have the tools, right? How do we change an old habit, an old belief? By stepping into something we truly believe will create greater, right? What we truly believe will bring us joy. Yeah. Be with that. And sometimes, you know, we hit up against something, and that's where mentoring and coaching comes in. That's where being really present with what would create greater comes in. So don't be shy, reach out. You know, I have mentors that I work with when I'm in the question and something isn't working out for me, and I believe, I know deep down, there's a possibility to create greater here. And I just need to bounce it off of someone, right? That's what coaching's all about. It's about being present with what you're asking to create. So the trick is to learn more about yourself with this question, what do I believe? Without being judgmental, right? That's the trick. So I'm going to lay out for you a few steps right here to just get you started. What do I believe? Work with your strengths, not your weaknesses. That's the first thing. Right? Work with your strengths, not your weaknesses. Struggling with confidence, we tend to focus on the negative, right? Now I'm asking you to ask, what do you really believe? Do you believe that that's true? Work with your strengths. Write down, what are my accomplishments? Be with that. Be with the energy of that, right? Be with the energy of that. Stop spinning your wheels at things that actually aren't for you. Now, what do I mean by that? We tend to look at other people. We compare ourselves to other people. Oh, I wish I was doing that, or they're doing that, or I'm not. Okay, what's your vision? And what do you believe you can actually accomplish with that today? What's your next best step? What's your next best thought? I believe that, right? I believe that you are the sum of all your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. And we are allowed to sift through them and pick the ones that work for us and leave the rest behind. I believe. Put your hand on your heart. I believe. I believe in me. I believe this is possible. Right? Any questions? Anything popping for anybody? So the trick with all of this is to learn more about you, right? I believe. Believing in you is learning more about you. And that's what this journey is this month. So if you have any other questions, if you have some comments, any ahas, any takeaways, pop them in here. You know, I come back and read them every day. And identify the parts of your life that are actually working for you and with you. Identify where you're going in the future. Be that energy. I believe it's 3 years from now. It's 6 months from now. It's 3 weeks from now. Whatever that is for you. I believe I am. And again, and every energy that we put out there it's like attraction. It's the laws of cause and effect. It's the laws of the sense of attracting what it is that you're desiring into your life and living. Right? Remember, believing in you is an inside job. Spend more time with you. That's where presence comes from. That's where you'll start to understand that comment of the content of what you believe is the curriculum of your evolution. How you evolve will be based on what you believe. So if something isn't working for you, if you're saying, I just don't get this, right? Reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. Let's see if we can shift and change that. And again, remember that who you be, what you be, and how you be is what you believe. It's not what someone else believes. Right? And how do we do that? By spending time with you, yourself, by being present with that infinite being, by writing down your accomplishments and your strengths and leaning into them. Yes, this is what I believe. This is what I believe is possible. And really being present with that, with the emotions of that. Does it bring you joy? Be that joyous being. As you sit, put your hand on your heart and say, yes, I believe this is truly possible. And let's see what we can all create together. I wonder what changes we can create. Until we meet again, live boldly, love greatly, and be that fearless leader that you came here to be. Because the world needs more of you and that special sauce of what you truly believe is possible, not less. I adore you all. Thank you so much for coming today.